This is How Tomorrow Works, a series exploring what's next in education, careers, and the workforce. I'm your host, Dan Benjamin, here today with Connie Houser. Connie's been a nurse for 51 years. She's worked across settings and specialties, ICU, ER, labor and delivery, and mental health, just to name a few. And for the last 20 years, she's shared her nursing knowledge with students at University of Phoenix. Connie, welcome to How Tomorrow Works.
Thank you. It's good to be here. One thing that makes a really good nurse is a person who cares. I think caring for others is a big part of nursing, but then there are other qualities like being organized, being a lifelong learner, being sensitive, being empathetic.
What is it like to work in that space? I mean, where your whole life really is devoted to helping people.
It's somewhat difficult to put into words because there is such a sense of contribution. There's a sense of being dedicated to something bigger than yourself when you become part of the nursing profession. And it makes the day-to-day difficulties seem not so important anymore.
The impact that you've had on people's lives, I mean, that's got to be something you feel inside on an emotional level at the end of the day, even if it's like a hard day, right?
I developed a technique of reflection on my way home from work. And I would reflect back on the day, and I would deliberately focus on 3 things that went very well for me during the day. I found that if I focused on the things that I did well or that went well, I tended to repeat those good things. I tried to let go of the things that didn't go so well. I would say, okay, I learned from that, won't do that again. And then I set it aside. And when I walked in the door of the house, I became a mother and a wife, and the work world stayed at work.
But how has nursing changed over the years?
Well, if you think education and online learning is a big change, I think back to my nursing school days and what I was learning then and what I know now and what's happened with medicine. Just the very beginnings of my career, we were starting with open heart surgery. And now look at how they don't have to do open heart surgery. They can use the robots. It's so amazing to be a part of all of that, to have moved through what the students are reading as far as history. And I can say, well, yes, I was a part of that history, and I can share what really happened back when and why it's different today.
Connie, there's a final segment I'd like to do. It's called How Connie Works. What is your least favorite excuse?
The dog ate my paper.
Have you ever gotten that one?
I have.
Final question. What work-related superpower would you want most?
I would like to be able to speed through time so that I could take care of everybody's needs and have all the time in the world to spend with them. Each individual.
That's awesome. Connie, thank you so much for being here. It was so great to hear your stories and your advice and your wisdom, and I sure do appreciate it. I'm Dan Benjamin. This has been How Tomorrow Works.